Page 12, Exercise 2. Let's read F sharp. Boys and girls, you probably noticed that there are no letters written in the music. That's because we are going to start practicing reading music. And the way we do that is to recognize where the notes are placed on the staff. The last time we were together, I went over the names of the lines and spaces. So let's review that now. There are 5 lines on the staff: E, G, B, D, and F. Every good boy does fine. He sits on a line. Now, boys and girls, when your note falls on the first line, it's called E. When it falls on the second line, it's a G, and then a B, and then a D, and an F. In between those lines, we have open spaces, and we have notes that sit there as well. The first space is called F. The second space is A. The third one is C, and the fourth one is E. And face rhymes with space. When we put lines and spaces together to make the musical staff, the letters go like this. We have E is on the first line, and then F is in between, G on the line, A, B, C, D, E, F. I'm going to do that again. E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, and F. And remember, I did mention to you before, there are only 7 different letters in the musical alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Then you start over with your letters, A, B, C. So that means that we are going to have more than one A, more than one B, more than one C on our instrument and on the staff. And you might say, well, how will I know what A to play or what D to play? The only way you're going to know is by how it looks on the paper, okay? That is the only way you will know how to create the right note. So it's really important to put the effort into learning the names of the lines and spaces so that you can learn to read music, and you'll be learning the language of music, okay? Because once you know how to put the letters together, you'll be able to read. It's very exciting. So let's take a look at exercise number 2. Let's read F sharp. Right now we're just working with 3 different notes, boys and girls. We are working on the D string. We have the note D, E, and F sharp. And let's go back up to the top of the page. Underneath the title, it says F sharp is located on the first space. F sharp sits in between lines 1 and 2. This is the F spot. It is in between line 1 and 2. And the only note we have so far with a sharp in front of it is F sharp. That note is made with 2 fingers on the D string. Next, it says E is located on the first line. This is E. E is your first line. And when you have a note drawn on that line, has the line going through it, that is E. Okay, so far that is the only line note that we have. Next, it says open D is located below the staff. Underneath the first line, underneath this first line is your open D string. Open D string underneath the first line of the staff. Those are the only 3 notes we're working with right now. So let's go over that exercise that is titled Let's Read F Sharp. Let's go over the names of the notes together. Okay, so make sure that we're all on the right track here. Okay, we have half notes. Half notes get 2 beats each. And before we even read over the exercise, go to the very end. I want you to notice that there is a black bar that is sitting on top of line 3. Okay, sits on top of the B line. That is a half rest. A half rest gets 2 beats of silence. Now you have to count the rest, boys and girls, and get to the double bar before the exercise is over. So when you're playing in that measure, you have an open D, and then you have 2 beats rest. D, rest, rest, double bar, then it's over. Okay, so make sure you're counting the rest. It is still part of the measure. The half rest sits on that 3rd line. It reminds me of a hat. Okay, both of those words start with H. Hat and half rest. Okay, 2 beats. All right, back to the beginning of the exercise. Let's read the notes. The very first note sits under the staff, under the first line. That is your open D. So we have D for 2 counts. We go up 1 step to the first line. That is E. Measure number 2 starts with the note on your first space. It's the only one with a sharp so far. That is F sharp. And then you go down to E. That's on the first line. Measure 3, back up to F sharp on the first space, down to your first line, which is E, and measure 4 is your open D string. It sits underneath that first line, followed by a half rest for 2 counts. Double bar, exercise is over. Okay, I'm going to play that for you. And what I would like you to do is say the names of the notes as I am playing. So you start to recognize these notes. Okay, we're working with the 3 notes, D, E, and F sharp on the D string. Here we go, boys and girls. 1, 2, ready, and 1, 2. Go up 1 step to E, 3. Up another step to F sharp, 1, 2. Go down to the first line, so you have to pick up a finger. Now we're going to go up to F sharp. You're going to add a finger. Go down to E. You're going to lift a finger. Open D, 2, rest, rest, double bar. Now it's over. Okay, let's do that again. Come and join me. Come and join me. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and D, 2. First finger, E, 2. Second finger, F sharp. Down to E, first line. Up to the first space, F sharp. Down to the first line. Open D, 2. Rest, rest. Let's do it again. And open D, 2. First finger, E, 2. Second finger, F sharp. Down to E, 2. Up to F sharp. Down to E. Open D, 2. Rest, rest. Okay, boys and girls, do that exercise several times to start recognizing where your notes are on the musical staff, where your notes are located on the staff. Okay? Make sure you memorize E, G, B, D, F. E, G, B, D, F. And in between those lines, F, A, C, E for the spaces.